And this is the game that we need to finish up. It's called The Witness. This is part 5. And as you can see here on the stats, I thought I was done with this game. And then I wasn't. So let's get this going once again. Where's my mic is a bit loose. Let's fasten those screws because we can't. Oh. For a brief moment, I wasn't sure if that was just a reflection, right? Just looking at this, I was thinking maybe this is the floor and there's just a mirror here and I can just walk onto this, but I can't. So we need to do... Well, there's one puzzle we can access from right here. Right, you can... It appears we can maybe solve this. The problem is... I mean, I can see the contents of the puzzle, but it's very small. I can also be doing this from here. I can, okay. This is very far away, though. So I can see, if you can't see... Shut up, smartphone. I'm streaming now. There's a little black dot on the line here, so we need to go over this edge. Along this edge here. And there may be a need. Let's try it like... Oh yeah, that works. That works. Oh! Oh, there's another dot that I didn't see. Oh no. Fantastic. Let's try it like this. I may just have to do it from here and see. I was gonna say there's a little glitch here, but... Wait, how does this... This is misaligned. How am I supposed to do this? What the shit? What the shit is this? I mean, I can't do this, but I can't see anything. Oh. I can see this. So, just to recap... Wait, where did I come from? Just to make sure I'm not... Oh. Where did I come from? Did I come from there? So, if they were trying to give me Portal vibes, this is the way to do it. This is the premier way to do it. Right? These white rooms... Okay, so we were coming down from here. Yeah. We are coming down from here. I don't even recall this. I was probably too tired last time to even fully realize that. But, yeah, we will be... I ideally hope that it's not taking too long. Oh. What was that? Excuse me? Oh no. This is making a path around the room. I mean, let's just do a path and see what this gets us. This gets us some quite dysfunctional access to this room, I see. So what we need to be doing is solve this puzzle in a way that gives us access to the rest of the thing. Yeah. Yeah. And also there's 2 paths we can take at the top here, and it appears that the first option, the one on the right here, doesn't appear to be very valuable, right? What are we going to do with that? That ain't useful. I mean, we could do this thing, but I think the gap here is too big from this over to the actual wall. So primarily I want to have a path like this. And then if I split this off and I come back around here, that's going to be an issue, because now I cannot actually access all of these lines that I'm drawing, right? It doesn't matter that I'm drawing lines here. I need to have something connected here. Why is YouTube giving me a notification? I see. I was confused for a bit. YouTube doesn't usually give me notifications on my phone. So yeah, the issue is that, right, so okay, now I'm stuck. So that cannot be it. Oh, we can have this guy pointing to the top. That could be useful, and we're gonna go around the other way. Just so we can have, right, we can have this. No, but we need to... I mean, this would allow us to do the puzzles on the right. So let's see how far we can get there. Okay, so I can move through this. It's probably going to be a situation where I have limited information of the of if there are dots on these lines that I cannot see. Yeah, like this. But I could have seen this guy, honestly. If I had been paying any sort of attention, I could have witnessed that. Like so. Oh my god. Hey, oh, another funny puzzle. Yes, yes, very funny indeed. Hello, Grandy. So I can see a dot here and there. I mean, this is mostly just disorienting, but the puzzle itself is going to be potentially rather easy. So let's try like this. Oh, I didn't notice all those. Yeah, I really didn't pay attention to these black dots. Okay, so white inside, black outside, like so. Ha! I'm just gonna do this to see. Okay, this doesn't complain, so it's actually a 4 square and not like this. Yeah, okay. Okay. The hoodie is coming off. Let's get ready for this. So just like this. Yeah. Oh my. Okay, it's just flipping. Okay, now this is the point where I will make the noise stop first of all. Where I'm gonna draw this out because it's so disorienting to keep this in my memory. I really don't have a good visual memory. Is not something that I'm learning, it's something that I'm already aware of for quite some time. So remembering concepts, anything that you can express with language, that's easy. Remembering stuff visually is difficult. So I'm trying to see, so there's a dot here. There's one here that I already took down. I'm just gonna scan through this very calmly. Maybe, yeah, no, I'm not seeing anything highlighted that I haven't accounted for yet. So we have 2 dots on the lines, and we have 3 white squares and, yeah, 3 white squares. Okay, I forgot this one down here. Let us see. let us see. So since we have this white, we need to have the edges going around it. Since it's surrounded by blacks on 3 sides, we need to have that. Ooh. And because of this dot, we need to have these 2 edges going across the periphery, along the periphery of the grid. And having this be... We can have this be like... The problem is I cannot really point at things since it's on my piece of paper. I'm trying to devise a strategy currently. Let's try cutting this white thing off here and then looping around like so. That ought to work. There we go. That is actually sort of easier. We can just highlight the dots on the... Yeah, there are 2 dots in the same locations on the grid lines. These 2. So this is somewhat easier. We need to take this edge. We also need to take this one. This doesn't tell us anything about which way we start though. So both this and this would be possible. We need to have this edge. This edge. Those are the ones that are clear. Let's just assume we're doing this. How do we continue then? So this doesn't appear to be working out. I mean, it works so far, but now I've backed myself into a corner here. No, I haven't. No, I do, because this white square over here would then be grouped with these black squares down here. Let's just try the other direction first. See if this makes things easier for us. No, now I'm backed into a corner again. Because I have to take this edge. And I can only do so... Right now I'm grouping white and black again. Huh. Happy Wednesday, you're winning. I just started, so... I mean... Every puzzle is 1 step closer to winning, so I think I might be. I absolutely might be winning. Wait, this is easy. Why did I... Okay. Oh. Okay, it appears that there's a cable which doesn't appear to be further lit up. Oh, there's lore in there. Can taste it, smell it. Okay, so we are constrained because this place right here. So pointing not at any particular structure, but pointing at this place in the purple puzzle, is where the constraint for of a eye-shaped tetromino is placed, and I oriented it this way so that I could get to this side. Now we need to reorient that to be able to progress further. Do we have anything that we can currently see here? Maybe could I bring myself into a position where I can solve this? I can't. I'm still not getting an angle on the exit here. So that's an issue. Also that purple line is making funny noises when I walk along it. Is it purple or pink? I mean, it's both, honestly. It's just fading between them. So this guy. We can point it like so, going to the right. I mean, we could also point it to the left. So that opens up a path to the left, and then we can just split this off. And that's allowing us to access at least some of these puzzles, and we can have a gander, as they say. And also we can get a better angle on this central puzzle here. Possibly? Oh. So is this... Okay, I can reach this. We can do this. It's weirdly askew. So this appears to be very good if you want to learn perspective. That's a good angle, literally. But that's not what we're here for today. So this guy, you know, this guy needs to be... These guys cannot be rotated. So I could be seeing a shape like this. Although probably not, because I need to separate this out properly and then... Could I just do... Right, so that's valid. That is valid. Right away. Nice. I can... Oh no. Are you kidding me? Where is it coming out? It's coming out over here. We have a 3-piece, 2-piece, and no other constraints. I could put it like so. Yeah, I can put it like so. Now I'm in a bit of a pickle. Wherever the next puzzle is, I cannot reach it. Oh. No, that's just done. Well, that means I need to... That probably means I need to have a third wire going in, and then it goes further and into here somehow. Maybe, who knows. Or it's just 4 things. It could be 4 things, and there's a puzzle in there. I think I saw one. Anyway. Okay, that's fun. Because you know... Oh. Why can I not click this? I was thinking that I can continue this over here and go down here and exit it like so, but... I mean, it's showing me that this ought to be the entrance, but... I can't see white paint on this. Which I'm... Why is this... Yeah, the screens are just melted. So I'm seeing there's... Oh. There's white paint. The problem is it's difficult to get an angle on this because it's forcing me into this default view where you can just flip through the sequence of puzzles. Yeah, I know that beep beep, but you're not letting... Oh. Oh, it's just offset. Okay, it's still inputting... It still asks for inputs at the right positions. Okay, cool. We can do this. We for sure can do this. Can we do this? Probably. So far we've done all of it. So we shall not be stopped now. That's not working. I forgot the dot down there. Yeah, this is slightly disorienting for sure. We shall not be deterred though. Maybe we're a slightly bit disturbed. I am on part 5. Oh, I didn't change... Holy shit, I didn't change the title. I forgot to... It's always something that I forget to do before the stream starts. Is that better? Okay, so this... Jesus. This is rather constrained and then... Okay. Oh no. It's clipping in a weird way because my path ends over here. Okay, so we need to make a new path. We need to forge a new path, first of all. We had this point up, we had this point left. Right, so point up does not work. Then we need to envelop it like this, and then we don't have anywhere to go. We just have the path straight ahead that's blocked by the tower in the middle. So we need to have it... Oh yeah, I was gonna say we can do this, but... I mean, if we can solve this at all, yeah, this is not fine. Okay. Forgot about the dots. But now, yeah, we can cut this guy off because we've solved the first few puzzles. We now only need to have a path to the last ones. Yeah, like so. Please, while I'm here, nobody go there and resolve this puzzle. That's gonna be disastrous. I find it slightly concerning that I'm seeing more puzzles down there. It appears I need to descend further. So this just looks terrible. This is something I need to do on paper. I wasn't planning to use more than one paper, but this is already pretty filled out on both sides. We'll have to see. Maybe I have one other half piece of paper, an A5 paper that I could use. So there's some more paper available, but we want to conserve that if at all possible, obviously, because think of the environment. What will Mother Nature think of us if we just go around wasting precious paper like this? So we need to exit here. We have... I find it funny that these are still vertically and horizontally aligned. Oh, Jesus, this is so disorienting. So we have this piece down here. Very clearly delineates that we need to take these edges. There's no other way. I mean, they are throwing us a curveball here, but most of that is... No, wait, these are rotatable. Oh no. I misread this. They are rotated inside the thing, and therefore you can actually turn them. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Speaking of conserving paper, I need to restart this drawing. Fuck, I'm really running out of space here. So we have 5 by 5 cells within the grid. So a 6 by 6 grid, actually, where we can walk. 6 parts in each direction. Now this, we don't know if it's going to be like this or like this. This guy has 4 different orientations. Just straight down, like this. That would be the only placement. Doesn't work. This edge is cut. Turn it around 90 degrees. Looks like so. That doesn't work. That works. So put a pin in that. Turn it around again 90, 180 degrees total from the original. That's like so. That also works, but only in one place. We cannot place it here because of this edge, but we can place it here. So put a pin in that. And then finally rotating this the other direction, counterclockwise 90 degrees, would be like so. That also works because of course it does. Put a pin in that. Oh, but this is actually locked. This is actually straight. So we need to have what is continuing out here. This group is fixed. And then this is continuing into here. Right, this part is positioned here. And therefore, since these 3 are grouped, we need to have this guy stretching up here. And therefore, we can eliminate this shape. Because if we cut off this... Yeah, if we... Yeah, no, if we cut this off and have this be on the outside, which we need to, we cannot take this edge because this is the only boundary where this piece touches the periphery. If we take this, as we must, we cannot take this, therefore we must take this, but then we have the path, I mean, I can just show you, then we have the path going like this This is the only way to do the L piece in that particular orientation. And now we cannot do the I piece down there. So we cannot do this anymore. So this particular shape of L is out. We would have the option to go here. Maybe that's just what we need to do. We can do this. The other shape would be this, which also doesn't work. Same reasoning. It touches here on the other shape. Okay, so it's this guy. How do we best connect these? So this guy up here needs to be the last one, because when we exit here, the only way we have is to continue here, and that's the exit over on this side. Wait, that's how do we No, that's actually wrong. You know what? I forgot you can just combine these shapes and have it, for example, have it be like this. And then we go down, complete this shape. And that's completely wrong down here. Because that part I wasn't seeing correctly through this entire mess. Yeah, we can't, because we have to go like this, and that doesn't work, because now we cannot close this off in this way. That doesn't work. So what was the other thing I excluded? It was the one where it's shaped like this. Oh, that works. That works if we go the other way around, because then we're putting ourselves on the right track to cut this off and continue to the end. There we go. Are you... This game, it's a lot of fun. It may not look like it. It's giving me what I've been sorely missing at work this week. Monday and Tuesday was just back to back meetings all the time, and writing work item descriptions and all this kind of stuff. And today I shut off my work notebook for most of the day and was working on my private notebook on the code, which I could do because it is open source code that I'm working on, so I can just take a copy onto my private PC and work on it there. And I found that on my private PC I actually have less distraction than on my work notebook, which is a bit weird when you think about it. Anyway, so I'm noting down this mesh just on my... I'm just noting this down on my local piece of paper. On my local device, I was going to say, like, yeah, I mean, this is a local device. And so some things are pretty obvious. So we need to have this edge because we are separating black and white here. And because... oh, is it clear which one we need to take after this? Yeah, I think it is not. I was going to say it's clear that we need to go, but yeah, but which direction we need to go? So the purple stars need to be together. They like to be together. Stars are not racist, but they like to be in company. Black and white squares are racist. They want to be separated at all cost. Trying to see. I mean, the obvious solution is, if you want to separate black and white, it's actually pretty easy. Black is more on the lower left side, and white is on the upper right side. But the stars throw a wrench in this. They are just on the opposite diagonal, and we need to keep them together. So what we could do is cut these blacks off. Then we cannot go here, and therefore we also cannot go on this edge. How's that supposed to work? We can't go around here at all. Oh, I see. I mean, this actually makes things simpler. So that means we have to catch this first. But then what do we do? Right, now we need to cut off this black guy from the white that we've now grouped together with the stars. And but if we do, this is blocked. And avoiding this would mean that we're grouping white and black together, which, as discussed previously, they abhor. Can we group the stars with black? Like so, right? And then we go up here, have this all connected. But now we need to cut out this black guy from the... Oh, no. Forgot about this guy. This is surprisingly difficult. The previous ones, I mean, this one took me a long while to figure out because you need to consider all the possible rotation options, but it was not all that difficult, really. It was mostly just the projection throwing a wrench into everything. I think it is pretty clear that since we cannot loop around here, we have to loop around here. We need to have this be on the inside of this piece connecting to the outside here, to the periphery. That is pretty clear. And then pretty much the only question is whether we group the stars with black or with white. Because they need to be in a unique segment where they are both at the same time to fulfill their grouping requirement. And because of all this stuff that's going on here, we just have to group them with something. Right, and grouping with black. Oh, it's like so. It's like so. We do one gigantic group with black and one gigantic group with white, and we don't try to be clever about it. That's how we do it. Why is this looking so simple? I don't trust it. Jesus. What the fuck is this? It's scrolling as soon as I input it, and it's scrolling faster when I input it. I mean, it's a very simple solution. No, is it? Yeah, no, it's... We cut off here, and we just pick up this dot and we go to the end. So we... Oh, jeez. Are you fucking for real? Going at it. Absolute snail's pace to just catch a glimpse of whether I'm doing the right thing. There we go. Easy. Okay, what are you doing? I see. So this also, I definitely need to plot out a course first. Because I will be thoroughly disoriented once everything starts tumbling. We have this, and this. Right? See, this is what I'm saying. What I was saying. These are pretty easy puzzles on their faces, but the projection is what's messing with you, and I appreciate that it's doing that. Yeah, you just have to kind of ignore what you're seeing and just go around this. Just go around the loop as it was laid out here, which again, no visual memory really, so that's kind of an oof. But I mean, that should not be too hard if we just do it like so. Yeah, that's a pretty pretty easy path and lots of different options probably. So we do 2 up. I do 2 to the left. Right. See, this is what I was saying. Now we do 2 up, 2 left, 1 up, 2 right, and we are home free. Yeah. Okay, now we need to make it to through here. There is another puzzle we need to attend to immediately. Also, what is this? I'm scared. Okay. Presuming that we want to access this part over here, how would we go about doing that? We need to have a valid solution. Alright, so we cannot just do this. Both the dots and the shape abhor that solution, as you can see. But it needs to be something that has a continuous path all the way to the back. So pretty much, I mean, if we do this, and probably just to make it easier on ourselves, we'll do this path. Or we could do... We can do this, and maybe that helps us solve the black-white thing immediately. So now we have a path... Oh, you know what? It's not going to be enough. We actually need to go out there, otherwise we have this gap that we cannot clear. Oh, jeez. I am just feeling out some things, some possible solutions, to see where I could be going with this. So, right at this point, have we not already screwed ourselves? No. So this is possible, but not helpful, because this is going through the middle where this blockage resides. So the blockage is on these 4 edges here. We cannot go through there, as in walk through there. No. There's no path going through it. But we need to be able to walk a continuous path. How does this work? We need to have at least some edges around here to cut this piece off in the right shape. So either it needs to be here, or here, or here. Do we have another entrance? Let's. I will just see if I loop this around in a roundabout way. Right. The rest of this path is useless. I'm specifically about the very first part. Can I... No, see, I cannot jump the gap here in any way. It's a total mess of a puzzle sequence. These are pretty fun to look at from up here. Just the increasing amount of nonsense. Well, except the last 2 that are not very clear that it's going to be a problem. If I just do that, and then I solve the rest... Oh, I need to cut this off early. Right, if I do this... I was saying that probably this is going to be too big of a gap, but I would feel really stupid if after 30 minutes I figure out that it is not too big of a gap and I can just jump across that. So we're going to try that out right now. I mean, Okay. Can we solve this from over here? That's my question. What is blinking? Oh, there's a white dot in the middle, isn't there? I can see like a singular pixel lining up. It's very possible that you cannot see this from, because you have a lower resolution on your stream, on the stream. But there appears to be a sliver of white light there that alludes to the existence of a white Christmas. No. How do I if there's in fact a white piece there, how do we cut this off from all the black pieces? Right, I can just barely make it to the end here, but and this is probably again something you cannot really see, but yeah, this dot here is on the wrong side of things. And if I try to exclude it, now the dot in the middle is a problem. I'm also taking note of these things. They are planning how light falls into the building here, maybe for constructing a particular puzzle that relies on a shadow being cast. How does it work anyway that the sun is always at the same location on this island, right? Always shining from the same angle of incidence. So either they did horrible things to the astronomical situation, or it's some kind of simulation. The thing is, we can walk around and take a look like this. So you can see there's black dots here that may be more visible here because the glare gives it a bit of a different color. And then we have these 3 white dots. We cannot manipulate it through here because there's glass in the way. But we can get a bit of a look. So the thing that I'm kind of stuck on is this really the best angle I'm gonna get? Which I find not entirely unlikely. So we have a white and a black here, right? Assuming that I have to solve it from here. We have a white and a black dot down here. So we need to separate these out. Therefore, this edge here must be taken. If I go around like this and take the edge, then I've cornered myself. I cannot go back to the start, and this is blocked by a rebar, a piece of rebar here. Or just an iron bar. Doesn't need to be rebar. It's more of a fence probably. So we have to do this. Now we are coming up on a place where 2 edges need to be taken here, because there's a white dot with a black dot both below and right to it. But at this point we're in the predicament that we cannot get to this white dot in the middle that we also need to separate. Right, as you can see, there are 2 black dots here on the middle row, and then the white dot is in the center of it. If we want to separate this out, this would mean... this means... yeah, taking just this edge next to it to separate it out from the black dots next to it. But that is not possible. I'm not seeing how you can solve this from this angle. I feel like I need to get in and look at it from another angle. Quite literally. Not in a figurative sense of the word. But that would mean having to solve this, right? And we have the constraint that we need to create a fully walkable path leading to this end. Fully walkable meaning we cannot take these edges in the center here, but we need to. Otherwise we cannot make this eye shape here for this piece. If we make this first and then try to make a walkable path, we can't. Right? if I try to go back, I mean, obviously this doesn't work, but as we've established, a gap like this doesn't allow us to jump from the start circle to the rest of the path. If that was so, we could try to concoct some sort of path, but it's not allowed. So I don't think I can do any better than as close as I've already been. Right? As I was here. And then, yeah, that was what we had. Given that, I'm pretty confident that we cannot do better than this. Do we have any puzzles here that we haven't solved? Anything that might lead to this column being lifted? There's something like that, I'm not seeing it. And this also doesn't answer the question of how would we get to the end here? I mean, right now the path is going until there, but it's not helping us for the same reason. We cannot access this exit actually, because at some point the path needs to go through the center here. And that is quite the significant blockage. This looks like it ought to be able to go up. Do I need to see some sort of shape that where I can draw a line here? So I'm seeing a bunch of yellow stuff. Does this combine into a yellow line that I can draw out at any point? Right, purely on the basis of I could see the game doing that. But also it would feel like merely a collectible. So maybe something on these screens that you can interact with, a puzzle that you can solve there, but they're both fairly big angles. I was going to say, is something moving there? Yeah, it totally is, but it's not. It's not anything. Do we have... Where's that last cable coming from? That's going through here. There. I mean, this is probably going to be a sequence of puzzles as well. So that reduces the chance that I can solve it from here, because from here I can actually only see one of these puzzles and maybe barely a sliver of the second one, but certainly not the third one. We need to be able to get in there fully. What am I missing? I want to have the path loop around the right, just to see what is over there. So, oop. How to best have it loop around the, like so maybe. No, need to cut off the black. So that takes us. And we can have a look at the right edge here. So this is just looking at the path where we came in. It's not giving us any new information. Although maybe that means we can look in from the other side and see something. Alright, if we look here. Or here. No. I'm slightly scared of the fact that there's going to be another entire puzzle like this down there. Given that I'm already taking... Oh, I remember this place. Given that I'm already taking more than an hour to solve. Also, just to be clear, I understand the implication that all of this means that I was being surveilled all this time. As I was saying, right, this is just Portal with a hipster beard. is what I think we're learning here. portal with less acrobatics, possibly. I'm not seeing anything in this room that I can currently meaningfully interact with. As you saw, I can interact with the left half of this puzzle, but it doesn't appear to be enough to solve it from the angle I can see. I'm not seeing any puzzles on this tower that I can solve. I'm not seeing any pattern that I could draw it. I'm not seeing it making any shadow, which makes sense given the very ambient lighting here, given the absence of any spotlighting, that nothing is really casting any appreciable shadow. I'm not seeing. Right, I was hoping that there was going to be some sort of circle-shaped thing, if you look from the right angle, that you could draw. Something that would maybe make this column lift. So we don't have that. Did we take in our entire surroundings up here? It appears that we did. Did we take in... I mean, there's some rocks here. Just appears to be from just a natural formation here. The only path we can take here is to backtrack upwards, where I'm not encountering any other puzzles that I would be aware of. Oh, this is the same column that allowed us access in here. So can we pull this up here somehow? Or can we just have this entire column be pulled up somehow? What is this? This game has sufficiently melted my mind that I'm looking at this shrubbery and I'm thinking it must mean something. Surely. Let's re-examine that. This is actually the same column that I was talking about. So it is there. It might be. It might be. It might just be. How do we get this column to pull up? I can see some sort of wire in there. Yeah, it is. Okay, we can see the purple path down there. So this is actually the same column, and so this is the mechanism that held it in place with these latches that we opened up last time. What is this thing doing here? Probably just not remembering this. So I'm seeing some ice come down here. Is that, oh, you know what? I'm seeing here that there's something only partially... Oh, you know what? Oh, there we go. There we go. Can form a frickin' thing. Just as a collectible, damn it! Curse your collectibles. Okay, not what I want. I mean, that's pretty cool, but still not what I want. What the fuck? Even your notebook turned to stone. Amazing. I feel like I'm so freaking close and yet out of ideas. I feel like this is it. I need to pull this column up somehow, but how? Not seeing any mechanism that could... Is this... Wait, you have... Oh. There's two cables going in here. This guy's holding the other cable. But no, there's no start to it, and even if it wasn't, I couldn't draw it out in a single viewing angle. I like this guy though. Hold on. These thumbnails that I'm doing for this game are just entirely nonsensical because I like doing the funny expressions on these guys. There is... Oh my god. You know, I'm so inclined to just pull up a walkthrough and just look at like one word and... Oh. I can walk here. I mean, that could be... Huh? Oh, there's just a cable going here. That's the... Is that the cable that the guy is using? I don't know. Unclear. So we have no real path to continue here. We can walk off just a little bit, just enough to give us hope. But not further. Okay, that's the town, that's the cherry gardens. That's also not helping. If any one of you can give me a hint, that would be much appreciated. I see we have 6 viewers in already today. Any one of you has... Yeah, so this is the collectible that I did. Right, this thing. Problem is, this all looks significant. This all looks super significant. But I have no handle on what to do. Okay, he's protecting his book. Or maybe using it to protect his son. He's exhausted. Or, well, she is exhausted, it appears. He's measuring. Good job. I wonder whether there's people all here at the same time, or did they just arrive here one after the other and got turned to stone in separate events? Or, I mean, alternatively, they are just statues. There's nothing really that tells me I need to... that this needs to be petrification. Okay, that's it. I'm sorry, I'm having a look at a walkthrough because, once again, I don't want to be stuck at this for a billion years. I'm sorry, the screen is black. That's what happens when you tab out of the game for some reason. So we are at the end. This contains serious late game spoilers. You have been warned. Wait, what? Hold on. It's showing me a... Wait, it's showing me a configuration where it says there's a gap in the trash pile. How did I not see that? so. I specifically looked if there is a gap that I could walk through. Did I not see that? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, cool. Cool story. Yeah, no, I wasn't looking at this at all. I had completely ruled this out. Jesus. Okay, cool. I was not considering that you could just go off the grid in there. Oh my god. Anywho. Back on track with this. And it's forcing me... Oh. Can I mean, it's forcing me into that angle if I'm close to it, but we can see if we can avoid that. So this works. I mean, from this angle now, this also works because I can... Oh, up here I can go all the way over. Oh boy. So we need to take these. Let's put on our constraints. It's a 5 by 5. We have white, black. Therefore white, black up here as well. We have white, black, black and mirrored. Black, 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 white, white. So the edges that are between white and black must be taken. We can fill these in right away. And those are the constraints that we're working with. We also can... Well, no, we shouldn't assume that we cannot take any of these edges. Because we can take them on the other side. So these two ones are well and truly blocked. Which also sort of makes sense, because if we're taking these and we have to take them mirrored, so both at the same time, but this one because of white and black and this one because of mirroring, if we're taking these, this is what we need to take, this is one, then that's a closed loop, that's not allowed. So that makes sense. All the other edges are not off limits, we just need to take them from particular sides, specifically from the upper side. So if we start up here and going to the left, we need to do this anyway. Now we can do this. But what does it do for us? Oh, we cannot go here. That's kind of neat. If we're doing this, we are equally blocked. I mean, that's what I was trying before. But could I not do this from the other side? That I'm going like so? Then, yeah. That is it. That is it. We have no symmetry this time. Just a singular path. It just means we have to remember that the dots are here. So there's black here and white is there. Wait, how do... Hold on. We need to do this from a weird angle. If I do it like so, I cannot separate out this black and white dot. I can only loop around. And that's not going to be helpful. I also cannot go this direction because then I cannot separate out these guys anymore. Right, I would have to look like so, but that is not possible. Is this a situation of if I can't see it, it doesn't work? I mean, that has never been the case before. No. Yeah, they are still complaining in the same way. Let's just turn this off, so it's all clean again. Oh, we haven't... We should maybe take a look at this before we forget about it. So which place is this? I feel like I've seen this, but I also don't remember where exactly it was. Yeah, you can see how they specifically designed these broken down cutouts of things, which obviously makes sense. And the entire roof here is like a magnifying glass. So it is pretty clear that all of these environments were specifically designed. That's the frickin' temple where I got stuck looking for a piece of broken of wood for 2 hours or something like that. Never mind. How do I... Right, it doesn't even make sense to attempt solving the first part of this. Can I get a pointer where it doesn't force me back into this? Oh my god. Angle all the time. Oh. I mean, at this point it's so small, but it's pretty easy to... I mean, if I had the right angle, it would be pretty easy to just split these up. I mean, I just did it beforehand, so... Like so, like so. But then what do we do about this black dot here? Yeah, it's only these guys complaining. How do we get these separated? It would work if I could look at this from up higher. So I can see from up here, and I can include this edge. Can I get there? So given that I know that this path exists now, I'm trying to see this side. So I'm gonna keep facing this side as I walk out so I don't lose track of where to look. I'm walking up the stairs backwards, which is very safe. But I cannot get there. Do I... There would be somewhere on this side. I also haven't seen any windows there. Which is good because I'm using Linux, but that's not the point. Did I see anything resembling... Or is there anything resembling a window looking in from the outside? I mean, these paths are all inaccessible to me. And I also cannot jump. I'm probably cornering myself again, as I did with the idea of raising that column just before then. But but if I'm forced to using this perspective, if I cannot use any higher perspective, how am I supposed to separate these guys? Can I? How is this supposed to work? Right, I need to take this edge because white and black. Right, like when I'm... No, this doesn't work. This works. Right. I mean, it's actually kind of worse. If I could look from high above, there's still black dots here and here. There's still the black dot here and the white dot here. So even if I... So this doesn't work at all. I cannot go through here on the bottom. And this doesn't help me because the black dots are here. So I need to take these edges over here. Hence, I need to go the other way around. It doesn't matter if I get loopy here, but I need to go back down. This edge I need to take because black on the left, white on the right. And then I would need to go over here, which I cannot do. How do I get a different angle here? I'm so confused. I mean, I can see that there's an angle at which I can look at this. But this is from somewhere else entirely. This is not a place I can access. And even if I could, it would be such a narrow sliver to look through that I don't think... Yeah, it would be somewhere over there, which I cannot access yet. Once again, I'm completely confused how this is supposed to work. And you know what that means. Wait. Okay, I saw that apparently you can just look at it from a different angle. Why did I not... Fuck. How did I not... I'm sorry. I'm playing really bad game today. I mean, there's a bit of steering involved, but this is the exact angle where I can do it. Okay, cool. I'm sorry. I am truly sorry for how bad I'm... What the shit is this? Oh, it's mirrored again. Okay, cool. Oh no. Oh no. I hope this is at least entertaining. As I'm losing my shit today. It's so good that I have the looker ready to go for when we are done with this later this stream. So this will be, assuming I can even get this today, the looker will be the second half fit. So this is just... Yeah, it is the same sort of rotational symmetry. So we have a dot here and mirrored, here and mirrored, here and mirrored, we have up here on the top left and mirrored on the bottom right. We have something along the bottom there and on the top. Is that all? That appears to be all. How many have I put down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So if I just take this straight on. Oh yeah, that works. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, now we need to get to this door, which we know this path now. I feel like I've lost all momentum in the last 20 minutes. It was going so well initially, and then I ran into brick wall number 1, then I ran into brick wall number 2, where I was just not seeing the most basic things. Okay, we need to get there, and we can we can cross here. So this was it. Why did I delete this? Why did I delete this? How did I make a path up here beforehand? Oh, it was like... I've immediately forgotten what everything looks like, so I just want to look at it again. So I think, yeah, any edge here works, and probably any edge there as well, on the far side. So... assuming that we want to be here at the end. Oh, God. I cannot steer anymore. So maybe this? Okay. Okay, let's leave this room behind. Just evokes bad memories. Okay. They were testing different types of tree houses that are used on this section over there. Or at least some of them are. I don't know if all of them are used. It's most curious. Lots of balsa wood. There's water coming in here. Lights. What the shit is this? Epilepsy warning for 5 seconds ago. I mean, I can still make out the colors, but what the shit? What? Well, oh, yeah, I see. That was not the game's fault, I was just not being very perceptive there. Oh my god. Disco puzzling, indeed. Okay, so blue are these dots and green is this other set. This edge must be taken. And this edge must be also taken. I mean, yeah, okay. Okay, so these are all yellow and these are blue, dabba dee dabba die. And we need to keep them together. I mean, this edge must be taken. This edge must be taken. And then I cannot cut this off like this because that violates the star pairing requirements. It can only be this. I mean, this after here it doesn't matter, but well, it's not constrained just yet. Here we have this thing, and we wait. Hold on. these guys are the same color. However, these guys are... oh, the stars are just different colors. Oh no. Wait, what? Wait, am I reading this correctly? This and this is the same color. Yeah. These two are the same color, and that's the same as this. So presumably the same as the star. However, these are different. So this guy, same as this guy. Jesus Christ. I think I've taken a screenshot where the backgrounds have the matching color, so I'm gonna look at that real quick. Oh, right, yeah. So the star up here is blue. That means it has to be grouped with one other blue. It doesn't matter which... it doesn't matter, the star just wants to be with one thing of the same color. I remember. So we could separate the blue down here, make a grouping here with these two yellows, the star and the square. And then we can, okay, then we can group this star with the blue. Yeah, okay. I needed to remember the rules real quick. That was the main issue here. So I'm gonna try and do it without the screenshotting thing, because I mean, is it just me or is it going faster? No, it's not, right? It's holding the same color for a shorter amount of time. So if I just... we will just do measurements instead. We will group these together. Cool, we're not getting any flashes of for errors. That's fantastic. Okay, I'm trying to screenshot it again. I'm not achieving good results at it, but I think what I'm seeing here, I got it on pink on this side, which is not quite aligned, but it appears that these are all the same color. So this and this and this, as well as this. And then we have these four be the same color as well. So this, yeah, this is red and this is green. I think I was mostly confused if there were more colors than that, but it's still only two colors. So we need to have two grouped here. So the main thing is the shape. And the shape cannot be grouped with this. Right? This is red or pink. This is green. This is this color. But we can group these together, and that would also fulfill the star requirement. So this could be the end of it. So if we do this. No, we didn't separate these out properly. Wait. Oh, the star wants to be with exactly one other thing. Yeah. The star is protective of its property. So we can do this. And then we've screwed ourselves, because now I need to go back for this and I'm trapped. But I can probably reverse that. if I do this group first, this group second, this group third. There we go. Jesus! Are you freaking for real? No, I mean, this is easy. It's just distracting, but it's the squares are not changing colors themselves. And I'm slightly scared that the game is going lightly on me. Okay, cool. Oh. Getting some lore. Am I getting... Oh my god. We're getting nature. How's this going? So as you can see, I'm in the second room. The first room I solved with 2 looks at the walkthrough. One thing that I would say understandable, I just didn't see that there was a path here in the column where you could walk through it. I was, based on the timestamp, seems like 4-1 was easy. Easy? It took me 1.5 hours, nearly. The second part was in this room. The second puzzle where you need to look from a different angle, I just completely missed that there's actually an angle where you can see it, and I was going off on wild tangents. So yeah, sort of embarrassing. Let's have a look at these drawings. I mean, that's thumbnail material right there. Although maybe, I mean, maybe kind of spoilers? I would say not. This is just like a normal landscape drawing. It's not necessarily showing that it's engineered, which is certainly what has been alluded to here. So these are all just really good landscape sketches. It appears they planned out an entire city, so maybe the ruins are more realistic. Anyway, what do we... Oh, there's glass floor. I see. And we have a wire going out, so this door would presumably open if we manage to get the path here. Which, I mean, obviously it's gonna come with a lot of asterisks. Oh, 1 hour 30, whoops. I see. So first of all, can we solve this at all? And maybe get a path going to the... I mean, this works. This gets us to the room over there with the next set of puzzles. I am terrified of needing to have it... Why is this lined up? Like lit up? Huh. I'm scared. Why is this so Oh no! Oh no! My favorite. Welcome in. I am imminently going to lose my mind. No, that's just a call for more notes. I'm gonna try and leave some amount of space. I probably drew this too small given the amount of things I'm gonna have to enter. How many do we have? Oh no. Oh no. See, I was immediately skeptical when it gave me that easy of a pattern. So I'll have to see. I mean, this is still fair. Oh no. We have 2 triminos, I'm guessing. It's not tetraminos like in Tetris, it's triminos. So it's like this. Yeah, that solves all of this. It certainly doesn't solve all of this. So now we have star 1 over here and also star 1. And I'm terrified that this is going to be a situation of these colors repeating themselves in the next one. I mean, we have only 2 more to go already, so maybe it won't be that bad. So if we go here, and see, the issue with that plan is we need to have, I cannot, I cannot. Because what shape? It's the password game all over again. I know what you're referring to. I didn't play it myself. Right, so if I keep delineating this and then no, this has already screwed me over because I was thinking of grouping them down here. So we have basically this. And then this would keep the green stars together. Now, the problem with that is we are not taking this piece here. Oh, it's leaving it lit up so I can see what the issue is, yeah. Oh, so it's canceling it out here, but you can see the white is here and the black is here. That's an issue, and also this thing is not taken. But we can solve that if we just cut this off first, but no, then we cannot cut this off first because then the stars are not grouped together anymore. Oh no. What we can do is, and I'm just gonna draw this out and then we can discuss what it entails. Right, so this is not gonna work entirely, but we're getting closer. I flip these so the eye shape is here and the angle shape is here. The greens are still together. We can keep, we have white and black separate because I was trying to get the boop boop to stop and then it cancelled everything. Maybe I just need to learn to appreciate the boop boop. But I can go up and then down again. Yeah, that works. I don't know why I'm going back to this to input it. It shouldn't be. Yeah, there we go. And now because that was too easy. What the shit? So the thing is, these whites, we have black and white on the second one in the same pattern, black and white. Here we have white and white, and that's not a contradiction. It just means we have to separate these after all. We could group these two together if we wanted. Shut up. Right, so that was our previous solution. That was not our, I mean, no, that was our previous solution. It's just, this thing is new, so we cannot reuse it here. Can you please just stop the beep boop? Thank you. So we have, how do I even write this down so I can see it on one piece of paper? I guess I don't. Thing is, can I adjust the existing solution iteratively? The answer is unlikely. That's usually not how this goes. I mean, unless by random chance I stumbled upon the one solution that solved everything, but obviously you're not going to input this solution as the first thing. So it's always going to have to be rethought. And I think the strongest concern is where these shapes actually go. We have kind of limited options for that. We cannot have them separate, because if they are separate, then this piece can only be in exactly this position, but because this piece must include this field, it's already connected again. That cannot be. Right? As you can see, we need to have the path envelop the entire region of one of these pieces, except for one edge at the periphery, and we cannot have this if there are two if there are two separate pieces. We would have to reuse edges in a way that we cannot do. No, not even like so, and then like so, for example. So that doesn't work. Given that they must be together, I was using this and then this initially. So I was keeping them in mostly the places that they already had. And the only way to do this, since we have to stretch across these three pieces, was to have either the... I mean, we have some opportunity for shifting there. So technically we could have this be here. This must be here if we are putting this on the right side of the entire figure, because it only has one field and it needs to hit this exact spot. So this would have to be here. And then here for this, we have an option of putting it here, so facing down, or we can have this field be the center and have it facing up. We cannot have it facing up. Right, so pretty much just to sketch out what I'm saying, we cannot have this, because these ones need to be connected. Why white squares on the black one in second and fifth screen? Here we have black and white, and here we have white and white, which just means because of this we have to separate them, even if this would allow us to have them in a group together. But that's fine. Coming back to this, so I feel like having this piece on the right side has been ruled out. The only other way to do it would be like having this. And then besides all this other stuff that's being broken, the most significant problem with having this be part of the path is that we cannot get these two separated. We can technically get them separated like so, but then we cannot pair these up again. So that's why I believe that won't fly, hence why I was doing in the previous solution, putting the... Wait, how did I do this? I was doing... How did I do it last time? I've forgotten. Oh no. I've forgotten how I did it. I was somehow doing this as well, so... Oh, I was doing this, wasn't I? And that... no. But that's throwing on an interesting solution. I could have this be the final shape. Can we make that work, though? That's certainly a thing I haven't tried yet. I mean, this is clear that it's violating this because I haven't considered the corner on the left here. This is easily solved by this. This is easily solved. This requires... So this could be solved if we go around like this. Right, so this is once again solving everything except the new constraint. But now these ones are grouped up, which is an issue. And we cannot just put in a little notch here to walk around them, because then the purple stars are not paired up anymore. And also I cannot just walk around here because I don't have enough space to move around on this side. So I think since I think I've ruled out all the options where the where this piece is on the right side. We need to consider the options where this piece is on the left side. And did I not have this shape last time? No, I can't. What did I have last time? I have completely forgotten how I solved this last step here. I mean, I constructed a new solution, but I don't think I did that one. Right, I constructed this solution, and I don't think that was what I did before. I'm so terrified that there's going to be another one. I hope that by random chance I could just get the right answer for that one as well. Although in all likelihood I won't. Do you want to know what your previous solution was? I don't think it gives me anything right now, since I have to deduce this anyway. So we have the option of putting this triangle shape here up higher. That doesn't help, because now this is a conflict. We have the option of, if we have, right, we can either have this here or here. We can have this thing needs to be on this side then to cover this field. So it can be here or here. I don't think I have that many options, honestly. Right, so no. I'm just putting this in so we can see the shape. And this entails the issue that I cannot separate these out. Wait, I don't need to separate the... Why? What am I saying? I don't need to separate these out. They just need to be in the same group. Oh my god. I forgot about the rules of the game. Okay, that is easy. It's... It is not easy. I take back everything I said. Was that my... Oh yeah, that was my previous solution, wasn't it? Probably. Likely. But then how do I... I mean, that's easy then. I just... I was just missing the forest for the trees, or rather... Oh no. Oh no. I feel like this side is sufficiently constrained that I probably don't need to worry about it. At least, let's try and not worry about it, because there's plenty to worry about over here. This must be here or here. We need to have it either going around here or around here. If I have it up here, then assuming that this stays as it is, which to a certain extent it pretty much has to, it needs to connect into this field at least. So if I have this go up here, then I would need to continue the path going down here, and then I'm screwed. I can't do that. Don't have enough space for that, because this edge needs to be belonging to this area, or at least some of it. So I can only have it be down here. But then am I not equally screwed? If I put this here, and I mean, I can do this. Can I actually... I can actually flip around and have a look at different... No, I cannot. It's losing my path. Okay, but if I'm continuing like so... See, the problem is now I'm screwed. If I want to make this shape... Let's see how I can. Fuck. But this can only and truly be either like this or like this. There's no other way. Because this cannot be rotated. And I mean, rotating it would probably make it worse, to be honest. At least with this particular thing, I've already taken this corner. So presumably, right, so this dot is fulfilled, is what I was saying. This vertex has been visited. And I could try grouping these together somehow. And obviously that's an issue. It's an issue for these two. That's an issue for this, for the green stars. Right, that's the green stars is why I couldn't do it like this. I need to keep these connected. So I cannot just cut this off here. But since this area dictated by the trimino shapes has one field over here, it needs to be, this needs to be the open edge. If we don't want to cut this off like here, we need to have the open edge here and have a connected area going around. Jesus Christ. How many constraints can you add to a puzzle until it becomes unsolvable? Also, since these are so high up, I was thinking, can I change the order in which I visit things? And that may help in some way. But if I come in here from the bottom, and I'm just picking a random assortment of shape to illustrate this, I'm exiting here, certainly. Because as we established, this has to have an edge, an open edge on the right side. And if I'm coming in from down below, I'm exiting up. And now I have to take this as the next thing. So this must be, and circling this shape must be the last thing I do on my route. Given that we have previously used all shapes. I was going to say we can shift it over, but this is also ruled out by the green stars. The green stars want to be together with each other. So that entails we need to we cannot move this shape up any higher. We cannot wait, we can have it we could reasonably have it include this field. So if we do something like this, right? This is not fulfilled clearly because I didn't care about this part. But I think this still wait. No, I was going to say, can we group this guy together with these? But we cannot. First and foremost, each puzzle needs to be fulfilled individually. And second, even if we could, they cannot be rotated and they have a combined width of only 4, but their spawn locations, so to say, span a width of 5 grid columns. So this is not possible. My issue is, however we form this, it will be 3 grid columns wide like here. We need to have a group encompassing this piece that is either here or here. Either here or here. If we go up that way, we have no path of going down. How is this supposed to be possible? What the shit? Right, wherever I'm going, when I'm drawing out a piece so that two are left as a group, then I need to leave an open edge on one side, on the periphery. I can only use this edge to go up, but then I cannot go down. So what I could do is go up here, loop around, go back down like this, but then I'm trapped because I cannot get to this anymore. Even if I shifted this down, which I mean I can do to demonstrate. Maybe like so. That's not a viable shape. What was the shape that I was doing? Like if I do this and I have some space up here technically to do this, and there's lots of complaints obviously, but right, even if I use this to get up here, so for example get up here and then go down again, same problem. I need to cross through this point too. How's this possible? I feel like I'm proving step by step that it's actually impossible, and obviously that cannot be the case. I feel like I'm snipping, that I'm cutting off one possibility from the branch of life after the other until just a barren trunk is left and no leaves anywhere in sight. Right? To recap, these guys cannot be disconnected, because if they are, this piece can only be located here and this piece can only be located here, which merges them together again. They must be connected. This piece cannot be on the right side, because if it is, that's its only possible location. And then either we have this option, which breaks up the green pair of stars on the right, or alternatively, we have this option, which, well, this doesn't necessarily disagree, but we cannot get it to work with cutting this off from the rest, for example, because we only have exactly one option to get in here. So I don't see how this would be working either. Right, we cannot, well, we just physically cannot cut anything off. We cannot take any other path to get into this area. But then if we don't cut anything off, then we have a conflict here. And I mean, I could try moving around this, which by itself doesn't help, because then these still all conflict with each other. Maybe just this and this is the most clearest, so that's here and here, and I cannot get them separated if this is the line. So therefore, we've proven we cannot have them separated. We cannot have the L-shaped here on the left, on the right. Therefore, it must be on the left of the group, as we have done with all these previous arrangements that we had, of which this is the first one. Let's start with the ones that we can obviously cut off. If we have this guy over here, which we can do, so we can have a group that starts out like this, and then it needs to have the I shape over here, the straight bar shape. And that splits up the greens, so not possible. If we have this guy over here. Other option is to have it here. The only other option, in fact. So this is set. This must be part of the shape formed by these two pieces. And then we only have the option of putting the... And then we only have this option. And we have the option where the bar shape is shifted up by 1. Which I believe are both the variants we have been using since we got this. Or at least, well, that we had for these two. So this can be made to solve all of these until here. So assuming we have this. I mean, this goes back to the same thing, regardless of what we have. If we have this encircled, if we have this shape, we can draw it out like this, which has some conflicts to it, but we can do. Let's do this. Just try this. Let's just try this on for size. If I can remember what I just did, which I've immediately forgotten, we need to go here. This is it. We just need to add a little loop here. Does this contradict anything? It doesn't. It doesn't. It totally doesn't. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. You have no idea how close I was to giving up. But we persevered. And now this allows us to start from the other side, which I'm presuming is going to be important. In some way, at least. Oh, wait. Wait, what? Hold on. We need to understand the rules of this first. Will this allow us to draw a partial path that doesn't solve all the constraints? What? I mean, but if I... I can draw out something like this, but... What? I think I may have an idea what they're going for here. Jeez. We can salvage this. I'm trying to use up as little space as possible with this curve. And this is mostly just demonstration. Now I can do... Because what I'm thinking is, now I'm using even less space with this curve. And I can go back and try and now draw the actual path. The problem being is that I need to solve everything with the first curve alone, because otherwise I cannot put it in. And I have to start from here. Now how do we end up... How do we end up in a path where we go in here? There's lots of constraints here. We need to come in from here. Therefore, we're cutting those two up. And I've now rid myself of lots of opportunities to actually think I should probably solve this, take the yellow one away again, and solve this first, while leaving open a path that I can draw with yellow. Then I can try and see how I can go over and actually open that up. And then finally, yeah, so then finally we can open up the door by completing that path. I mean, we could do something like I'm thinking, could we send yellow over like this? I'm not seeing. If I just put it like this, yeah, they complain about being too many. They want to be exactly paired up. And if I send this guy from here to here, the only reasonable path I can take is something like this. And since I'm going here, I cannot have this go, for example, to here. I mean, even if I would, it wouldn't help me to cut these off. I need to solve everything with just blue. And also I need to afford a path for yellow. I need to leave open a path where yellow can go. So maybe even just something like this, where it's using a really tiny spot only like I had before. And we need to come out here. We need to end up here. If we group these two together, that would look something like, I mean, this works. That means I want to draw a path like this for yellow. So I'm just quickly drawing out this path so I don't forget it. Or rather, so I can input it once more. And I want to have the yellow path be left, down, 2 over, and 2 up. And how do we make a bridge? Doesn't use any of that. So the bridge that I was doing was... I mean, I had... No, I didn't have something like this. And I couldn't do it anyway if I wanted to keep this corner open. Do I have any wiggle room in this path that I was drawing? Where I can optimize that path. But how do I do this? I mean, if I'm going to optimize it, what does that even mean? If I can optimize it so that it doesn't go through up here, that would be ideal, because drawing a path to there is easy. But I don't see how I can... I don't think I can avoid all that. If I'm not bounding, if I'm not letting these breathe out here, if I'm looping around here like so, then I would need to find another place where I can open this area up, and since I'm coming in like this, I could be coming like this. It doesn't make anything easier. It's not anything more space efficient. I would need to have some sort of gap like this, and then, yeah, I mean, I've just locked myself out of a lot of movement here by not going up here at all. So it has to be... It has to be this. Pretty much. If we're not going over here, we need to... The issue is that we don't have a good way of cutting the two of them off. I mean, I can only form groups of 3 here, really. I mean, I could do this, but then I'm already using the edges that I need for the yellow path. Right, I cannot put a wedge in between these. Wait, can I? How does it work? No, this is starting exactly on this extended walkway down there, and I'm guessing that means, yeah, it's symmetrical on the other side. I was saying, like, maybe I can just do edges here and that's allowing me to cross the gap, but no. Obviously that would be too easy. And I cannot separate these two other than by taking this out, this exit, which I don't want to do right now. I want to go there another time. I also cannot go here, that's covered up. And it's also just a start, not an end. Is there... I mean, if I have it go over here instead... You know, because of the way the stars work, I have to solve everything with just a blue line. I need to solve it right now to get over there. Then when I'm drawing the yellow line, I cannot intersect with the blue line. Therefore, I cannot actually solve anything with the yellow line, can I? I mean, if my final solution is something like this... That's not going to help. I was thinking that maybe I could have the yellow line split off this thing by leaving enough space for it when I'm going over. I'm leaving enough space that it can loop around here, take this off me, and then I don't have to worry about it when I'm drawing the final line. But... and then it would be something like this. But... but even then, that's not leaving enough space for the yellow line to go through here. If the yellow line is coming out on this side, I cannot take this corner. And then I have no real way of separating these two, which I have to do because these two are separated. I'm getting a bit scared because this is taking so long, and I'm worried that I'm not going to have time for the looker, which I wanted to do today. I was thinking this was going to be like 1 more hour and then it's done. I mean, I have a history, a 1 week long history of underestimating how long this game takes, so that makes sense. The problem is I've already planned out the next 2 streams. That's kind of an issue. I cannot have the yellow line be the one that connects here. I'm pretty sure of that. Because the yellow line, if I'm drawing the yellow line here, that creates a new split. That would mean just to balance things out, I would need to split something else. But then that means I had a group of 4 stars beforehand, which is not possible. Can I do any other solution for this exit over here than this one? Are there other solutions? Can just skip the looker for a while. There are some jokes in it that wouldn't make sense if you haven't done certain things in this game. You're saying that for a while as though I will be doing all the collectibles, which I most certainly will not do. This is not the type of game I think I will be continuing off stream. Right, since I have to split these. This guy. Can I pair this up with this? And this with that? I mean, it seems so roundabout. And if I want to have these paired up, that's pretty much the only way to do it. Right, like these pair, this pair... I don't know. I'm so confused. In the interest of time, I will just look at... I will concede and look at the solution to this. Okay, are they solving the puzzle? This next challenge requires you to go back and forth between the control panels, drawing new paths of blue and orange glitches till you can successfully solve the puzzle on the panels and reach the newly activated door. Yes. So they're doing pretty much the same thing that... that I've been doing. Okay, so they are going... Oh. I was thinking... Okay, I see why I went wrong. So I was mostly on track with this, saying that I need to have this envelop just 4 of them, which I cannot draw here, but I'm sketching it out. Just enveloping 4 of them and splitting these 2 up and then leaving enough space that the yellow line can solve this part. And that appears to be what they were going for, but I actually need to split off this one. So this is the solution presented. So once again, in a weird way, I was very close but very far. Which is probably what applies to most of these solutions that you don't get. And now you can cut these off. Is that what they're doing here? You can hint if you prefer. Yeah. It would probably have been a good idea, but at this point I just want to be finished with the game. I feel like it has been going on... I mean, I appreciate what they're doing. I appreciate all that they're doing, but I was probably just hoping for something that's slightly less long. I have been playing this for over a month now. How much time you got? I mean, not a hard and fast limit. It's just that I'm getting annoyed with it, is the thing. Okay, so now... I mean, I cannot just do this. That violates the black-white constraint. Wait, how do I... How is this supposed to help? What? I'm sure I inputted exactly what they wanted me to input from the walkthrough. But... what's this? I mean, this doesn't help. Okay, now I'm super confused since... Oh, it's you... Oh, you need to do even multiple runs? What the fuck? Yeah, no. Oh my god, no. Yeah, no, I'm not faulting the game for this. It's a really neat thing, but... yeah, now I can cut this off in the way that I wanted. I had all the individual pieces there in my mind. I should have anticipated that it's something that takes multiple steps to solve. And now... Wait, what does that help? Have I not done the right thing here? Jeez, I'm really just inputting the solution here, which is... Yeah, I've not done the right thing. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Where's my windows? Let me input the right thing. I'm sorry that I kind of skip over that, but my patience has been... Yeah, okay, I can see how this works now, yeah. That's the wrong path. I genuinely hope there's not too much left. We want to go... It appears we want to go further down, right? So we would need to start here and go down. Now consider that you're still faster at this game than most people I watch. Yes, I'm absolutely aware of that. I've seen that on how long to beat. It says something like 20 to 30 hours, and I'm certainly below that. I'm well aware of that. But also, as I said, yeah, I've been on this for a full month, and it is really only puzzle solving. Yeah, good thing you ended where you did last time. Thank fuck. Yeah, I should have never doubted board face. What is this? What is the meaning of this? Oh no, more puzzles. Jesus. I mean, I don't mind a long puzzle game necessarily. It's just if you have something like raise your hand if you've heard this before. If you have something like Outer Wilds, it's a puzzle game, but there's a whole lot more to it than just a sequence of puzzles. And I mean, there's some storytelling going on, but it's incredibly ambient. Okay. I'm very... Jesus, of course. Of course. Of course, what is this? Oh no! Are you fucking for real? Now I need to align those pieces so that the ones that remain are the ones that I can build with. And have a symmetrical solution. Okay, we can do this. We have 3 and 3, we have 4 and 4. So this is always 3, this is always 4. This is 4 or 3, this is 4 or 3. We know that... I was wondering why this is so easy, why these were so easy. We need to have the same number of things on both sides, the same number of blocks in the shape that we're going to build. And since we have 4 on one side and 3 on the other, we need to have 4 over here. So since the last stream I played all of Outer Wilds, not the DLC yet. I hope you liked it. I have ordered some Outer Wilds paraphernalia, which I will show off once it arrives, but since it is Christmas business right now, it's probably going to take a while. How do I... So because this is a situation where it's just symmetry on one line, there really is no discussion of where things are going to be. If we start here, we just cannot cross onto the other side. We have to stay here, and therefore the areas... You know what? They could all be one gigantic connected area. And the reason that I'm thinking this is I was thinking that we are going to delineate a shape of 7 blocks here and a shape of 7 blocks here. For that we would have needed 4 from here, but I just cannot do that. Don't tell me you got the postcard that was gone in like an hour. No. I got something else that you will see in due time. I also got something that will be on the shelf above me, or behind me, above me in the shot. But that's not Outer Wilds. That's something else. You will see. So if I wanted to build a group out of that square thing, the problem is, oh, you know what? This actually works, because then this gets fixed. Yeah. Never mind. We're on track. So we have 3 and 4 now. We have 3 and 4. We may need the other 3 over here, but we can grab that if we need it. Now. I like it and appreciate it a lot, but I think it might have been overhyped for me over the years because I've never really had a mind-blowing moment which I was expecting. That's interesting, because I'm thinking back now to why it was so impactful for me. And maybe I just hadn't played that many puzzle games before then. I mean, narrative puzzle games, precisely. It's usually tough for me to articulate these things anyway, but also it's not easy when I'm trying to solve this puzzle in parallel. Oh yeah, we need the other part. We need the other one. Do we? I don't know. These 2 are not rotatable. I mean, Outer Wilds is also such a vibe game, which the design is really good, the details are really good, the story is really good, don't get me wrong, but like playing through the Mountain of the Witness for the first time, I had at least one woe in every floor. Presentation of optimistic nihilism and just the general shift of trying to save the world to acceptance really did it for me. I think to some extent also this image that I'm always having in my head, and maybe that was also framed with all the other games I had before that, where many other games and most other games, narrative focused games, are framed around combat in some way. So in that year before that, I have played Hollow Knight, I've played Death's Door, I've played Ori and the Blind Forest, all kinds of games like that all have combat to some extent, and then a story is framed around that or parallel to that. And here you have the story be the main thing, and no combat at all. That was something that in a narrative-driven game I don't think I've seen before that. Okay, now I need to look. What were the games I played before this other than that? So I had... Where's Outer Wilds? God, it's so long ago to find it in my list. So I had Inmost before that. That had some combat. Cult of the Lamp, obviously combat. Gorogoa was a pure puzzle game. Journey is... I mean, Journey... I mean, Journey I didn't consider a game. I considered it an experience more than anything. And everything else was like, I mean... I'm not sure if that's just a rationalization that I'm applying after the fact. Maybe also puzzle game is something that's a completely different category in my mind. So, like, when I've played games of this type, where the main game loop is something like solving these types of puzzles, usually it's not presented in a narrative fashion at all. It's just a blank 2D canvas where a puzzle appears and then you solve it and then the next puzzle appears. Maybe you have some sound effects and some... or some background art or something like that, but it's all just for show, so to say. I'm trying to think how to combine these, since this L shape is kind of throwing me off. I need to keep it upright. final puzzle in Outer Wilds, which was hyped up, but then when I got to the pieces, it was just like, oh, I guess I do this. I mean, the final puzzle in Outer Wilds is not really about... I mean, it's applying all the things that you've learned. It's like, see how far you've come. But the impact is not the puzzle part. It's the story that's happening around it in the Quantum Grove and so on. I'm so confused how to... If these are actually supposed to be separate, then I don't really see... Since I only have 2 columns per side, so it's pretty obvious I need to stack them together, and that means that I have this cube, and then I have one of these 2 stacked either on top or on the bottom. I think, yeah, I think what helped a lot for Outer Wilds is that I went in pretty much absolutely blind. Like, I'd seen the trailer. I'd seen the art style, and that was, yeah. I mean, we don't have to convince Boardface that the game is something it wasn't for them. It's fine to have different opinions and preferences. That is true. However, I find it interesting to consider what type of bits I have to flip in my mind to achieve another person's view. That is an interesting puzzle in and of itself. And that's maybe the rationalist approach to empathy. Maybe that's a way to frame it. So this and this. If I'm taking this piece out. See, that's the issue. I think if I'm forcing them to be separate, then I would need to have this piece, this L-shape, so something that is shaped like this. I would need to fit this in somewhere. No, I can switch over to this other one. Oh, that works. Yeah, that works. Okay, I'm seeing it. So we need to select this guy. And then we can turn this around so that it stands on its shorter side, has this thing sticking up on the right, and we can put this on top. Then we have a shape that I will draw out on my piece of paper, looking like this. And there's on the top is this part. And then it's this part on the bottom, so we need to select this. And I select this like so. Also, if you remember, I held off on it for a while because I couldn't get a straight answer on whether it was a scary game. I get now why it was hard to answer that. If you held off on it because you weren't sure, because you don't like scary games, then I will put the caveat that the DLC is scarier. So, buyer beware. I have the next issue that I can draw out this shape, and this is the shape I want to make. However, how do I get to the end then? So is this still the wrong solution after all? Because the other option is to have everything merged into one big piece. But then all the bets are off because all the deduction methods I've used are now not available anymore. Made it to Dark World. I'm sure if it gets worse than that. Dark World. If I'm... Yeah, no, yeah, I know what you mean. It stays on that level. So when you do the transition where you go into what you've referred to as dark world, there's multiple separate places, but they are all kind of similar in intensity to each other, I would say. See, here's the thing. Either I'm wrong about my assertion that I cannot actually do this, because if I wanted, if this is the shape that I'm building, which I think is the only shape that I can build with the pieces that I have, yeah, it's... Wait, hold on, pause. I'm doing a thing wrong. I'm drawing it mirrored. I actually want, on this side I want this shape. Oh no, this doesn't work, because then this is not okay. F this, sorry. Okay, yeah, so they want they want different pieces in this solution. Like, I'm trying to give this a fair shot, but I'm also... Okay, this is correct and this is correct. Wait. Did I... Oh, I just have to shift it. Oh no, never mind. I just have to shift it. Then the other issue was that I selected the wrong piece there because I didn't forget to... Because I forgot to... See, I'm just distracted, I believe. No, wait, this is not it. Oh, I need to have this... This is not turnable anymore, so I need to have this in the right orientation from the start. And now does it let me? If I do the same thing again. Okay. Okay. I'm not far off, but I don't have the patience to just sit it out. As I was... What the shit is this? Do I need to build my own puzzle now? Is this like in Link's Awakening where you need to assemble your own dungeons? What is this?
In any case, our 3-days-old infant cannot be very confident of any interpretation it puts on a universe which it only discovered a minute or two ago. We have said it has 70 years of life before it, but in truth, its expectation of life would seem to be nearer to 70,000 years. It may be puzzled, distressed, and often irritated at the apparent meaninglessness and incomprehensibility of the world to which it has suddenly wakened up. But it is still very young. It might travel half the world over before finding another baby as young and inexperienced as itself. It has before it time enough and to spare in which it may understand everything. Sooner or later, the pieces of the puzzle must begin to fit together. Although, it may reasonably be doubted whether the whole picture can ever be comprehensible to one small and apparently quite insignificant part of the picture. James Jeans, 1928.
What is this? Oh. And now we're doing pressure plates. Okay. See, this is the thing. This is dragging on for so long. What is this? What do you mean? This is bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna... I don't have the energy for this anymore. Oh no. Okay, this is something you cannot do with walkthrough because it's randomized every time. So I'm just gonna leave it close again and then give me something new. Okay. What the fuck? What the fuck? Jesus. I'm gonna find answers for those ones. I am fallen into this world entirely clueless as to the state of it. Oh, jeez. Okay, one down. Yeah, that stays. Okay, that was an easy one. Are you serious? Jesus. Oh, are you serious? 2 columns, 4, 5, 6. Oh, jeez. And exit is on the same column that we enter. Okay. Oh, jeez. I mean, since I don't have a good grasp of these visually, I'm just gonna try and brute force them. I feel like this is not going particularly well for me. Is it? It's symmetrical to where I start. Oh no. No, I as I said, I mean, this pillar needs you to collect all the black hexagon dots before reaching the endpoint. From the start point, go up, left, to left, down, right, down. Okay, and symmetrical. Yeah, no, I'm interested in seeing the ending, but good God. I mean, I'm kind of sorry, but also no. So they are doing the sun ones next, so that's this one. Right, 3. Up, left, up, right. Up, right, down, 3. Wait, this is not... Right. Right. This is... Oh, that was this one that I was reading. The one that I solved without... What are you saying? When I see someone playing through the game by just using walkthrough for all the answers, I enjoy what's seeing what happens when they get to those random doors. There are people who are doing this in, like, from the start? Okay, that I find baffling. I mean, I would have liked to complete this entirely if I had the stamina for it, but also it's probably going to be a terrible viewing experience to look at this if I'm just flipping over to the next walkthrough page constantly. So, okay. Oh my god. I'm very glad I just gave up on this immediately, like, what the holy... I mean, okay, this one looks rather easy, to be honest. So, I mean, I can just do this one directly. Yeah, some people do. Interesting. Like, the solution has 26 steps. Wait, from which one? From the leftmost starting point. I mean, that's relative, but... From the leftmost starting point, left, up... Oh, this is like Tunic all over again. Left, up, left, down, left, left, up, right, up, right, up. That's step number 10, by the way. Right, down, right, down, right, up, right, up. Right, up. Wait, am I going correctly? Left, left, down, left, up, left. Okay. Well, at least I'm getting to input these correctly. I hope that's the end, because there's... I mean, I immediately jinxed myself that by insinuating that this might even actually be the end, but we'll see. This pillar has 2 starting points because it's a symmetry puzzle. Fantastic. I can see it. Starting from the point at the bottom, you need to go up, left, up, up, right, down, right, up, right, up, left, left, up. And finally, collect a few... Oh. Hello. Just some sine waves emerging from the water. That makes sense, because water also moves in waves. Anyway. Start at the entry point that looks like this, which is this one. And go right by 2. Up, right by 3. Wait, no. Did I go too far? Right 2, up, right 2. Okay. Not 3. Up. Right. Up. Right. Up. Right 2. Up. Right. Up. Okay. Let's see. You're not gonna like this ending. I see. This is the other thing, like the game is clearly wasting my time with all these slow-ass bridges. Now what? Okay. Oh. I see.
A star at dawn.
Is everything resetting for the next player?
bubble
A bubble in a stream.
in a stream.
Star, dawn, bubble and stream. Yeah, everything's resetting for the next player, isn't it? Okay, the frame of the elevator is now entirely gone. I mean, how else would I fit through all of this? I cannot be corporeal, clearly.
A flash of lightning in a summer cloud.
A flash of lightning in a summer cloud.
Whispers of pretentious art bullshit. Yeah, so it's I mean, it's pretty much just undoing my works, which fine by me, I guess. It's just a game, bro.
A flickering lamp. A flickering lamp.
Flickering lamp.
Flickering lamp. No, no, I worked so hard for this one. Ah. Okay, we're going back to the tutorial area. Let me guess, we're gonna go back into that canal where I woke up at the beginning, expecting answers. The only thing I got was rules.
A phantom.
A phantom.
Phantom.
A phantom.
And a dream.
And a dream.